At the peak of Olympus, towering in the sky, a supreme god reigns with unparalleled power. He is the one who holds the sky, controls thunder, and governs the order of the world. This is Zeus. In Greek mythology, Zeus is not only worshipped as the king of the gods, but also as a symbol of justice, power, and immortality. His life is intertwined with great battles, mysterious stories, and decisions that change the fate of the universe. Let's journey into the mystical world of mythology, exploring his perilous childhood to his rise as the ruler of Mount Olympus, the supreme god admired for thousands of years. Zeus is the youngest son of Cronus and Rhea, two powerful gods of the Titan generation. According to prophecy, Cronus would be overthrown by one of his children. So whenever Rhea gave birth, Cronus swallowed the child to prevent the threat. However, when Zeus was born, Rhea deceived Cronus by giving him a stone wrapped in swaddling clothes, while Zeus was secretly taken to the island of Crete and raised in a deep cave. When he grew up, with the help of the goddess Metis, Zeus made Cronus drink a magical potion that caused him to vomit up all the children Cronus had swallowed before: Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Hades, and Poseidon. Zeus and his siblings then led the Titanomachy, a 10-year war to overthrow the rule of the Titans. Ultimately, with strength, cunning, and the support of powerful allies like the Cyclopes and Hecatoncheires, Zeus defeated Cronus and imprisoned the Titan generation in the abyss of Tartarus. After the victory, Zeus, along with his two brothers, Poseidon and Hades, divided the rule of the universe. Zeus ruled the sky, Poseidon controlled the seas, and Hades held the underworld. However, Zeus was not just the king of the sky. He became the supreme ruler of all gods and mankind, establishing order and laws on Mount Olympus. With his thunderbolt in hand, Zeus symbolizes justice, strength, and divine punishment. He protects those who follow the law and punishes the arrogant and rebellious. In the hearts of the ancient Greeks, Zeus was the embodiment of cosmic balance, a god both merciful and fearsome. Zeus's childhood was marked by plots and unimaginable dangers. From the moment he was born, he became the target of Cronus, his greedy and ruthless father, who lived in constant fear of being overthrown by his own child. Protected by Rhea, Zeus grew up secretly in the Dicte cave on the island of Crete, under the care of nymphs and the goat goddess Amalthea. It was this protection that allowed Zeus to grow and prepare for the day he would overthrow Cronus's power. When he reached adulthood, Zeus began to put his plan into action to rescue his siblings. With the help of the goddess of wisdom, Metis, Zeus concocted a magical potion, forced Cronus to drink it, and made him vomit up the children he had previously swallowed. Freed, Zeus's siblings formed an alliance to overthrow the Titans, a great war known as the Titanomachy. The Titanomachy was not a normal conflict. It was a war that lasted 10 years, shaking the earth and sky. With storms and thundering roars above, the Titans, led by Cronus and Atlas, used ancient powers to resist the new gods. Meanwhile, Zeus, along with his siblings, sought out other allies to strengthen their forces. One of the turning points of the war was when Zeus freed the Cyclopes, one-eyed giants, and the Hecatoncheires, 100-handed monsters, from Tartarus. In gratitude, the Cyclopes forged Zeus's Thunderbolts, the ultimate weapon that could incinerate any foe. Poseidon received the powerful trident, while Hades was given the Helm of Darkness. Armed with these new weapons and strength, the younger gods overpowered the Titans. At the end of the Titanomachy, Cronus and many other Titans were defeated and imprisoned forever in the abyss of Tartarus. guarded by the Hecatoncheires. With this glorious victory, Zeus confirmed his position as the supreme god and began the reign of the gods of Olympus. The Titanomachy was not just a story of rebellion and victory. It marked the beginning of a new order, one in which Zeus, along with his siblings, established a world governed by justice, order, and a balance of powers. After the great victory over the Titans, Zeus became not only the supreme god, but also known for his unmatched powers. As the king of the sky, Zeus controlled the weather, commanding rain, storms, and thunder. With a flick of his hand, he could create powerful winds, and with his anger, he could strike the earth with destructive bolts of lightning. The Thunderbolt, forged by the Cyclopes, symbolized Zeus's absolute power, representing divine punishment and the unstoppable force of nature. Besides the Thunderbolt, Zeus was associated with other sacred symbols. The eagle, the bird that ruled the skies, was his loyal emblem, always flying high as a sign of his presence and power. Zeus's throne on Mount Olympus was made of pure gold, adorned with symbols of power, reflecting his supreme position in the divine world. Zeus also possessed the Aegis, a magical shield often described as covered with the skin of the divine goat. When Zeus wielded the Aegis, it unleashed terrible storms, sending his enemies fleeing in fear. Sometimes, he would give the Aegis to his beloved daughter, Athena, as a symbol of power and protection passed down. But Zeus's powers were not limited to physical strength. He was also revered as the god who protected the law, order, and justice. Zeus upheld sacred oaths, supervised commitments between humans, and punished those who betrayed their vows. Those who lied, broke their promises, or insulted the gods, faced Zeus's terrible wrath. In the minds of the ancient Greeks, Zeus was not only the god of natural power, but also the one who maintained moral balance in society. Furthermore, Zeus was the god of hospitality and protector of the weak, wanderers, travelers, and those who begged could find protection under Zeus's name. Anyone who violated the rules of hospitality was seen as offending the gods and would face harsh punishment. Thus, the image of Zeus is not just of a cold supreme god, but one who is just, merciful to those who deserve it. His majesty encompassed both Olympus and humanity, making Zeus an immortal figure in the hearts and faiths of people for thousands of years. Throughout Greek mythology, Zeus appears not only as the supreme god, but also as the central figure in many captivating stories. These legends not only showcase his power and wisdom, but also reveal aspects of his human nature, from his compassion to his fierce anger. One of the most famous stories about Zeus is his battle against Typhon, the most terrible monster. Gaia, Mother Earth, birthed to avenge the gods for imprisoning her Titan children. Typhon was depicted as a giant creature with a serpent's body and hundreds of dragon heads that spewed fire. When Typhon rose, the gods on Olympus fled in fear, leaving only Zeus to face the monster. The battle between Zeus and Typhon shook the earth and sky. In the end, with his mighty Thunderbolt, Zeus defeated Typhon and imprisoned him beneath Mount Etna, where, whenever the volcano erupts, it is believed to be Typhon's wrath still echoing. Another story, highlighting Zeus's wisdom and caution, is his dealings with Prometheus. Prometheus, the god who stole fire from Olympus to give to humanity, angered Zeus. To punish Prometheus, Zeus chained him to a mountain, where every day an eagle would come to eat his liver, which would regenerate every night. At the same time, Zeus punished humanity by creating Pandora, the first woman, who brought with her a box full of miseries. When Pandora opened the box, all the evils, disease, war, and death poured out into the world. However, hope remained inside the box, the final gift to prevent humanity from losing all hope. Through this story, Greek mythology conveys a profound message about justice and the consequences of actions that exceed the limits set by the gods. Zeus was also famous for his numerous love affairs and legendary offspring. One of the most notable stories is his love affair with the goddess Leda. In the myth, Zeus transformed into a white swan to approach Leda. From this encounter, Leda bore 2 sets of twins, including Helen, the famous beauty who later became the cause of the Trojan War. Another famous love story was with Europa, the beautiful princess of Phoenicia. Zeus transformed into a magnificent white bull, seduced Europa, and took her across the sea to the island of Crete. There, Europa gave birth to 3 sons, all of whom became great kings, including Minos, who founded the renowned civilization of Crete. Through these love stories, Zeus is not only a symbol of fertility and abundance, but also displays complex and multifaceted traits. Loving, protective, yet also ambitious and calculating. Additionally, Zeus appears in the story of the Trojan War. He tried to maintain a balance between the factions, but ultimately had to submit to the decisions of fate, as determined by the fates. Despite being the supreme god, Zeus could not change destiny, reflecting a very human aspect in Greek mythology. Even gods cannot escape the laws of the universe. The stories of Zeus are not just ancient myths, but contain profound lessons about power, responsibility, consequences, and mercy. Zeus is both the protector of order and a testament to the complexity of supreme power, an image that lives on in the hearts of humanity. Thousands of years have passed, yet the image of Zeus remains as vivid as ever, deeply rooted in human culture. From ancient mythology, Zeus has entered art, literature, cinema, and even modern entertainment, becoming an immortal symbol of power and justice. In art, Zeus is often depicted as a muscular man with a long beard, holding a thunderbolt, sitting majestically on his throne. Famous statues, like the Zeus of Olympia, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, left a lasting mark on the reverence Greeks had for him. In modern times, this image continues to appear in countless sculptures, paintings, and popular cultural symbols. In literature and film, Zeus is an endless source of inspiration. He appears in popular movies like Clash of the Titans, Wrath of the Titans, and the Percy Jackson series, where he is portrayed with both majesty and complexity. Through each version, Zeus embodies the role of a stern father, while also showcasing the limitations he faces in controlling destiny. In the world of video games, Zeus is also a central character in famous titles, such as God of War and Smite. These games not only portray Zeus's power, but delve into the depths of his inner world, family relationships, and the epic battles he fought. Furthermore, in daily life, the name and image of Zeus are widely used for technology products, sports brands, or even advertising campaigns, as a symbol of strength, reliability, and supreme power. Zeus's legacy shows that even though the world has changed, people are still drawn to symbols that carry profound meanings about power, justice, and order. The image of Zeus will continue to live on, serving as a testament to the everlasting life of mythology in the minds of humanity. Zeus is not only the supreme god of Mount Olympus, but also an immortal symbol in Greek culture and the world today. Over thousands of years, his image has remained present in stories, art, films, and video games, reflecting timeless values of power, justice, and order. From legendary battles like the Titanomachy to romantic love stories and punishments of the disobedient, Zeus embodies the combination of infinite strength and human qualities. Though a god of power, he too faces difficult decisions and challenges that even he must confront. Zeus's legacy lives on, inspiring generations. He is not just an ancient god, but an archetype of the supreme being, with a profound influence on both the mythical world and modern life. The story of Zeus will always be an essential part of the journey to explore the beauty and mystery of Greek mythology. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch the video. If you found the video helpful and interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any future videos. Wishing you a wonderful day, and see you in the next video.